Hello everyone and welcome back to my YouTube channel chichaicat. I'd like to start off with saying thank you so much for all the support on my first video. I really loved reading through all the comments and it has inspired me to make this video, which is tips and tricks for decorating your Animal Crossing town in New Leaf. Even though I'm doing another New Leaf video, I would like to let you know that New Leaf won't be the only video themes on my channel. For example, I could play other games like Stardew Valley or Roblox, and I could also do art videos, vlogs and package unboxings. So let me know in the comments what you'd like to see. With all of that being said, I hope you enjoy this video. So my first tip would be start a Pinterest board, as it is so helpful with town inspiration. When you're designing your town, you can look through your board and select what images you'd like to reference, and you can replicate them. To find these pictures, all you have to do is search up Animal Crossing New Leaf Town Inspo with keywords. Some of these keywords could be kawaii, pink, fairy core, tropical core, just anything that you can associate with your town theme. For example, I love doing really pink, cute, cluttered town themes, so that's what you would search up. Tip number 2 would be hoard literally everything. For example, during events like the Easter event, I kept all the eggs because you can use them to decorate your town. I'd recommend keeping items to wrap up in the wrapping paper. That's a really good way to decorate your town. Things like shells and the crystals, and also food items like the cake, the candy and the fruit baskets. They're really good for decorating your town with. Tip number 3 would be always check Leaf's shop. Even though I'm someone who only likes certain coloured flowers, I still collect every type of flower in every colour. This is so I can breed the flowers to get the colours I actually want. So always collect flowers so you can breed them. If you're like me and you like a really overcluttered look, then you need to collect all the bushes and the trees that you can get. Even decorating just one area in your town can use up all the resources you've been collecting, so you need to get into the routine of always going to Leaf and buying in his shop. Tip number 4 would be always visit the island. However, before April, this tip would have been so much better because I would have suggested going to multiplayer islands to potentially meet hackers and share items on the island, but we cannot do that anymore. So going to the island is still useful though, because you can collect the palm tree fruits as well as the tree fruits. For example, I collected bananas and mangoes, and also it's a great way for collecting free flowers. And you can also go on the tours, and instead of actually playing, you can just use that as an opportunity to run around and collect flowers and fruits. You can also buy from the shop at the island and get the bushes there, and it's also a great way to earn money to use for buying the resources you need. I'm just so mad at Nintendo because the multiplayer islands were literally the best feature ever. Tip number 5 would be to always use patterns on the floor as well as using public work projects. This is just a little segment of my town, and if you want to see my full town tour, I will link it in this video. But as you can see, I've used all the flowers and I've put things on the ground like the shells, and I've basically just thrown everything together to really get that complete aesthetic look. Tip number 6. It's definitely legal, but the software on my screen is VAP Cord and you get it through homebrewing or DS, and there's plenty of tutorials online that you can follow. It really does help with decorating your town, however you don't need this. I mainly use it for the bells and getting items, as well as placing palm trees, for example, on the grass. Now that I've gone through my main tips for decorating your town, I want to show you how I use them and maybe help those of you that need a little bit of inspiration or guidance. With another save file that I have on my DS, I'm going to be transforming this little area with all the tips I've used basically. So I'm going to be using this picture from Pinterest to show you how easy it is to replicate or use references for your town. It is so much easier when you have an empty area, so I recommend cutting down most of your trees and picking up weeds and items so they don't get in your way. After clearing the area, I always like to put down the designs as I think it really gives structure. Using a bunch of different designs also really helps with making it more visually pleasing. I did try to do it manually, however, when I got a bush from the VAP Cord items, that happened, so I had to use hacks, unfortunately. Yeah. I don't really place the trees or bushes or flowers specifically. I just throw them about and hope for the best, really. And I think it just gives this really cozy look to it anyways. Even though I do place the things randomly, I think at times having some sort of symmetry really helps and makes it look very aesthetic. And there we have a cute little area inspired by a Pinterest image. Even though hacks did really play a big part of this, doing it without them is just as easy. It will just take a few days for the bushes and trees to fully grow. Despite that, I hope this video really helped and gave you some idea on how to design your island. I hope you enjoyed this Animal Crossing New Leaf video, and please let me know any other videos you would like to see. If you have any other tips or tricks, let me know in the comments, as I'm sure there are other New Leaf players, new and old, that would like to know them. Thank you so much for watching.